This is the Franchise Basketball Insider, presented by Massengale Eye Care, Oklahoma City's leading eye care provider since 1989. Call 631-2020.
Greetings, Thunder fans. It's back to work on a Thursday practice day for the Oklahoma City Thunder. On this Insider Report, we hear from Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook.
Russ, you guys executed out of timeouts really well down the stretch. You got the Dion three, and then you got Kevin that kind of leaner in the lane. What went into those plays and making sure that they went off without a hitch?
Just practicing. We practice a lot of those late game situations here about screening and getting guys open and focusing on timeouts and getting stops, especially in the playoffs on the road. You got to be able to lock in and make sure you do the right things to get the guys the ball that need the ball.
As good as San Antonio is at home, how important is it for you to get these home wins for these next couple of games?
It's important to take one game at a time. You can't, regardless of where you're playing at. Home court doesn't really mean much to these playoffs. As you can see, people have been losing on their home court since the playoffs started. So I think it doesn't matter. You just got to go out and play the game and enjoy it.
Is there anything about the playoffs? You guys, had a bad game one. Last night, Atlanta gets blown out by Hazard 25 threes. You've had some games where teams just got blown out. Is there anything particular that you can pin that on? Is just circumstance?
I don't know. The only thing I can worry about is the Thunder. That's it.
Right, but you expect it to be loud like it was your first series against the Lakers, given how the city's amped up for what you guys have accomplished in San Antonio?
Damn, you're taking me back. I'm Pinto. I mean, it's always loud. I always expect our fans to be that. Like I said, I think we have the best fans in all sports, and I think they're prepared, and we got to make sure we're prepared.
We got to be better at controlling the ball. Those guys got to the paint and a little too easy last game, so we got to do a better job of controlling the ball. And then once guys drive, we got to step up and help. So we got to help the helper a lot. So we got to be better at that. We had a great 2 practices, and we hopefully tomorrow we get that control.
Kevin, you're looking forward between 1 and 2. How much pride did you take in the ability to bounce back from that kind of loss? And did you learn anything about the group that you didn't know?
No, I knew what type of group we were. I'm not saying that after game 1 we guarantee we're going to win game 2. But we knew we had to come out there and play a lot better, with a lot more energy, a lot more intensity, a lot more passion. And guys play with passion all night. And, we was just going to let it hang, let everything out there, man. Nobody's going to come whoever played wasn't going to come into that locker room with a dry jersey. Everybody was out there playing for each other, playing hard as we could. So, and the results show. So we got to continue that effort, that energy. Just because we're at home doesn't guarantee anything. So, we got to play with that same effort we did in game 2.
Do you expect that same thing from the Spurs, the way you guys came out? Do you expect them to do that?
Most definitely. They're a championship team. They got 5 titles. They've been in this situation plenty of times. So they know exactly what to do and how to play. So we got to be prepared for them to hit us early. And we got to hit them first. We got to take those punches. We got to keep rolling. So that's the beauty of playing playoff basketball, man. Both teams are just fighting and clawing for a W, and that's what makes it so fun.
How impressive was Adams in his hustle in those last 13 seconds?
It was impressive. That's what we expect him to do, though. He never gives up on a play. He wants to win. He puts his body on the line for his team every night. So we expected that out of him. And if he wouldn't have done it, that would have been a surprise to us. So we're grateful for him. Glad that he was able to, make up for a tough turnover that we had. And we're going to need that throughout the series, not just on the last play or, last play of the quarter. Or we need that throughout, the first possession all the way to the last. So we need that from everybody, though, not just Steven.
What can you do about LaMarcus?
He's an all-star player, man. He's one of the best players in the league. And, it's a few times where we could have stopped him from scoring, and a few times where you got to just pat him on the ass and say, yeah, that's a good shot. That's a tough shot. But you got to give our bigs credit for just staying with it, not getting discouraged when you hit those shots, and just keep fighting and keep pounding every time down.
Do you expect the double to change up at all, in selected moments?
You asked me to tell you our schemes for playoff game. No, man, we just gonna stick to what we do. We stick to how we play, and we never know what adjustments coach make throughout the game, but we're just gonna play our game, and that's just moving the ball, getting up and down, flying around. just being Nats out there on the defensive end and running on the offensive end. So, I won't tell you exactly what we're going to do, but, to be honest, I really don't know if Coach is going to switch it up or do what in the heat of the moment. So we'll see.
Down the stretch, you had 2 plays on timeouts, the 3 for Dion and your mid-range jumper. Anything consistent in the way that you guys approach those plays that made them work out?
It's the playoffs, man. This team knows all our plays. That we know all of theirs. This is a matter of you getting to your spots and making the right play. They was able to come off a little bit off of Dion, and we seen 2 guys open on the perimeter, and Serge made a great pass to the corner. Dion hit the shot. If he would have missed the shot, I'm sure you guys would have said, well, the Thunder is not getting good offense in the fourth quarter. But we generated a good shot, and he was able to make it. It's a make-or-miss league, like I've been saying all season. And if I'd have missed my shot, he'd said the same thing. So, it's just a matter of just getting to your spots, get when you want to go, and taking the shots that you want to take, because they know all our plays. They know what we want to do. They know every player's weaknesses and strengths. So we just got to, it just comes down to just wanting to play basketball and wanting to get a W.
How important is it for you, Kevin, to be decisive yourself
in
what they're doing, getting a sense of that, and being decisive in your movements?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I mean, teams, every series is different. Last series they played me a little different than the San Antonio Spurs are playing me. So, first game I had to figure out, what they're going to do. They might switch it up this third game. So, I just got to see how the game plays out, man. I can't really come in a game expecting anything. I just got to go out there and let my instincts take over.
How do you think the lineups with you at power forward are working versus the Spurs?
I'm not showing the numbers there. I'm not a big analytics guy, but, it wasn't as good as I thought it should have been. But, maybe this team is huge. They play 2 bigs. They don't play small. They play the traditional way. So maybe we got to stay big to combat that. So we'll see. Like I said, it's an adjustment that Coach, he's been so good at making them throughout the game. So he's got to trust them.
All right, that'll do it for this report. Don't forget our franchise pregame gets underway at 7:30 at Flint Restaurant inside the Cole Court Hotel. We hope you drop by before going to the big game on Friday night, 8:30 at Chesapeake Energy Arena. Don't forget to watch our other report with head coach Billy Donovan, found here on thefranchiseok.com. Thanks for watching the Franchise Basketball Insider. I'm David Garrett for 107.7 The Franchise in Oklahoma City, 107.9 in Tulsa.